Hey guys, welcome back, and today we'll be looking at how to solve the detect capital problem of the August challenge. So this is the second problem of week 1, and the problem statement goes like this. Given a word, you need to judge whether the usage of capital is right or not. So we'll be given with a word and we need to validate that word. So basically we need to return true if any one of these three cases are there. So the first case is all letters of the word are capital, like this, USA, all caps, and all letters of the word are not capital if they are all small, so lowercase. Lead code, all are lowercase, so that is one case. Or if the word contains the first letter uppercase and rest of them are lowercase, even that is a valid word. So here are some examples, and as you can see, USA it's true, and flag this is false because last letter shouldn't be uppercase. So let's get on to the solution. So before we get started, let's define three functions. So these three functions will validate these three cases. Each of the function will pertain to one particular case. So we'll write a function to check all caps, and we'll write a function to check all lowercase, and then we'll write a function that will check the first letter uppercase and rest of them are lowercase. So we'll start with the first one, all caps. So let's define a function, all caps. So this function will take self, that should be there, self as a default argument since it is a class, it's inside a class, this function. And another thing is the string or word. So we need to basically iterate on all the characters of the string, and if, so we are checking for all caps, so if any character is lowercase, if any character is lowercase, then return false, right? Else no need of else. So if this loop does not, like, if this condition does not get executed, that means that all letters are uppercase, so we can just return true. So this function will check for all caps. Let's just check it out. We need to use self keyword. Self will call the function, and this function say hello. Okay, so this should return as true. Yep, it returned true, so that means that this function is working, all caps. And so that is all caps, and then let's define another function. Let's go to the first letter caps, first caps, and again the same thing, self and a string. And now first what we need to check is if the first character is upper, then enter the loop. So this loop will be for character n. So we'll be slicing it from the first character because we have already checked the first character is upper. So we'll be leaving the 0th index behind, and we'll be starting from the first index. So this is the slicing operation provided by Python. And over this, what we need to check is if any character is upper, then that means that we have to come out of the loop, right? Return false. So what this means is the first letter is uppercase, but then the upcoming characters, one of them is upper, which should not be true. What we are checking over here is first character should be uppercase and rest of them should be lowercase. So return true. So if this does not get executed, that means that the first letter is uppercase, and then okay, this has to be inside the if condition. So the first letter is uppercase, and then it did not execute the false statements. That means that rest of the characters are not uppercase, they are lowercase. Then it will come over here and then it will run true. So if the first character itself is not uppercase, then we can simply return false. Right, let's just check it out. So first letter is H, caps, and then rest of them are lowercase, so they should return true for us. Syntax error, I made a mistake. 10th line. Okay, I forgot the if statement. Yep, it ran and it returned as true. What if the first letter is small? Then it should return as false. And then what if the first character is this, and then intermediate character is also uppercase? This should also return as false. I made a mistake. My bad. This should work. So they should return false. Yep, it ran, and now okay, so we have that, and let's just try something out over here. So if we negate this function, it should probably work for small third function. It should return true. Yep. So we can basically negate this function, all caps, to mimic the third function, which was supposed to be all lowercase. So yeah. So if we do something like this, it should return false. Okay. All caps should not work for this. Yep. Similarly, if we negate this all caps, and then if we bring let's just make another function. It's more simpler. So we can just do the same for lowercase, say all small, and over here if is upper, then return false, or else yeah, this should work. So if it's an uppercase, then it will be false, else is upper. Okay, it should be small u, lowercase u. Okay, it's ran, and what if I encounter an uppercase? It should be false. Yep, it ran. Okay, so we finally have all three functions. We just have to put it in if condition. So if either of this self dot all caps of the word, so word is the input, or self dot all small, or self dot first caps. So if either one of this is true, then we simply return true, else we return false. Let's test it out. Okay, so it ran for this test case. Let's submit and check if it runs for all cases. Yep, it says accepted. And let's check our result. So here we are. And can we look at our runtime? Yep, it says 36 milliseconds. So it ran with a runtime of 36 milliseconds. And here are the comparisons. It says your runtime beats almost half of the submissions. And here's the solution. That's it for this video, guys. See you in the next one.